What is love? You ask, and the echoes take flight. Love starts with yourself, then everything's right. But that frame, though repeated, misses the mark. Even the self-assured still reach for a spark. We're wired to attach, to be known, to belong, through every season, both fragile and strong. Love isn't a prize for the healed or the wise. It begins in the places we've learned to revise. To be held by another can regulate stress, but first we must learn to self-soothe our own depths. Self-worth isn't image, it's the truth that you wear, revealing the love you believe should be there. Attachment runs deep. It scripts how we cope, how we signal for safety, how we hold on to hope. Some fear being known, some fear being missed, but all of us long for a love that persists. Love isn't a chase or a test to survive. It's the nervous system saying, you're safe, you'll thrive. Have you ever chased chaos and called it a spark, mistaking intensity for light in the dark? Shrunk to be chosen, performed to belong, then wondered why love still felt somehow wrong? So pause for a moment. What does your love reveal? Does it honor your truth or distort what you feel? Do you sense your own rhythm, your voice in the air? Or do you reshape yourself just to show that you care? I've lived that tension, I've studied the mind, how motives and meaning are deeply entwined. I've seen how projection can masquerade as fate, and how clarity comes when we self-regulate. So if love is a rhythm, a mirror, a guide, what does it feel like when you stand inside? When you offer your heart without knowing the end and trust that connection is worth what you send? If love were safe, what would it sound like in you? What would it allow and what would it undo? Maybe to love is to be naive, or perhaps it's brave, to offer your heart without knowing who'll nurture or wave. Because when you open yourself, you trust in the grace, that what you give freely will be met face to face. And if that's not returned, if it slips through the air, then perhaps they were drowning and needed your care. Can we live with that truth, let it quiet the sting, and still choose to trust, to reach out, to bring? What I've come to believe, through both ache and delight, is that love is mysterious, and life rarely polite. It twists and it turns, it reveals what is real, and anything possible is ours to feel. This journey within, through reflection and embrace, restored what was fractured and gave pain its own place. Love isn't always simple, but when it is true, it's patient, it's kind, and it welcomes all of you. It helps you to grow, to be seen and to stay, to feel like you're home at the end of the day. No words need to be spoken, no need to rebuff, just the feeling of knowing you're already enough. It's the peace of connection with nothing to prove, where being yourself is the bravest move. We built a life, one that feels like ours, not perfect, not polished, but shaped by the hours. We started with dreams and the courage to try, and step after step, we became you and I. We built it with listening, with laughter and care, with quiet decisions and moments laid bare. We held space for sorrow, for joy, and for grace, and honored the rhythm of each sacred place. This love isn't loud, but it's deeply aware, a call to choose love, to show up, to repair. It's the thread in our stories, the breath in our song, the reason we rise, the place we belong. It's the light that survives when the world feels undone, the promise that peace is still meant to be won. It's the hand that we offer, the bridge that we build, the silence that heals, the anger that's stilled. It's not just romantic, not just for a few, it's a birthright for all, both the oldest and new. It's the choice to be kind when it's easy or not, the remembering warmth that the world once forgot. So let this be more than a vow or a day. Let it ripple through hearts in a radiant way. Let it call us to listen, to soften, to mend, to believe in love's power to gather, to tend. Because love, when it's real, is never confined. It's the meaning of life and the hope we must find. So no matter what life unfolds, I will always be grateful for what we've held. For the chapters we've written, the ones we outgrew, for the love that endured and kept pulling us through. This isn't just a celebration, it's a stand we take. That love, when it's chosen, reshapes what we make. Every step that led us here was fiercely aligned, marked by reflection, intention, and all of our time. So when you ask me what is love truly, my answer is this. Love at its core is life's quiet refrain, the force that connects us again and again.